Get ready for fun. Get ready for laughs. Get ready to have a great day. Live from the KHOU 11 studios, it's Great Day Houston. And now here's your host, Deborah Duncan.
Houston, everybody. When it comes to talent, Houston has produced many great entertainers. When I first moved here, everyone was talking about this one girl group in particular. Well, the original name of the group was Girls Time. They would later become Destiny's Child and quickly put up 4 #1 hits, including Bugaboo and Bills, Bills, Bills. One of the original members who helped perform those hits is our first guest this morning. Please welcome Grammy Award-winning artist LaTavia Roberson. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? What did you say? Good to see you again. Because the last time I saw you, you were a little teenager.
Oh my gosh, it was almost 20 years ago, something like that.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
15 years old at the time?
Yes.
Wow, all right. So we know where people end up. We don't necessarily know how they got there oftentimes. So let's revisit that story.
Okay.
Being in the business was probably kind of a normal thing for you to kind of segue into because you started out, you were a model, a child model.
Yes, I was. My career actually started at 7 years old, 6. I used to do a lot of modeling.
A career at 7.
I mean, hey, the Wikipedia freaked me out when I saw it. I didn't realize how, how far way back mine started.
Yeah.
I did commercials and a lot of print work. I was signed with Sherry Young Modeling Agency here in Houston. So I used to do a lot of print work and all this. I know, right? For 10 years, I was on the cover of that box.
Just for me, the cream relaxer.
Yes.
for your hair.
No light conditioner, relaxer cream.
So you did the commercials, but you also, you acted, you danced, you kind of did everything.
Yes, I did. I did, and through my modeling agency, I got an audition to audition for a group with girls of all nationalities. They just, these 3 ladies wanted to form a group and just wanted it to be, like a sisterhood and everything. So I tried out. That's the day that I met Beyonce, and I made the auditions that day. And after going through about 1,700 members and 1,200 name changes, Destiny's Child
was born finally, yeah, right? Because it was Girls Time at first. You introduced Kelly to the group.
Yes. We actually went to Briar Grove Elementary, and I met her there. She was in the 4th grade. I was in the 3rd grade, and she was singing Barbies in her closet at her mom's house. She was singing Barbies. She was singing Whitney Houston, and we were playing Barbies. And I was like, oh my gosh.
I always love you.
Oh my
I always love you too,
She was
girl.
singing I'm Your Baby Tonight. And she sounded phenomenal. I was like,
At what age was that?
Oh my, right.
Yeah.
She loved Whitney Houston though
Yeah,
so
a
much.
lot of us did,
And
yeah.
so I was like, you have to come and try out for our group, and she did. And
it's interesting how it all kind of just falls together.
Yes.
Right? And then you all were on Star Search
We were.
as Girls Time.
Yes.
When you see that video, you see that right there. Does that seem like it was so long ago? Do you feel like that was just yesterday?
Well, yes and no. Oh my, look at me.
Yes,
oh my gosh,
girl.
what is that?
Yes. You got some moves there for like an 8-year-old girl.
I was rapping.
That's pretty cool.
my
But yeah,
goodness.
does it seem like a long time ago or a whole other lifetime ago?
It seems like another lifetime ago, of course. Yes, I think so.
Okay, you released your first self-titled album, including No, No, No.
Yes.
And tell us, to do that yourself with a self-titled.
Yes, it was self-titled. It was our first album. We thought that it was suiting for it.
Yeah.
Vincent Herbert, Tamar Braxton's husband, actually wrote No, No, No. We love that song, and then Wyclef remixed it. And then that was just the thing that...
Is that the moment where you... look at those outfits. Is that... Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Sunshine
no,
is
let's
in the
go.
room.
King's Flea Market. King's Flea Market.
When you released that first, that self-titled album, a lot of folks, especially at that time, it wasn't as easy to put together an album as it is today. Did you think you had made it then?
Well, when we heard the song on the radio, we thought we made it, but we knew that we weren't all the way out the woods yet because we were like, okay, we just have to see how it goes. And then everybody just took on us, which was such a blessing.
Yeah.
All our praying and being together.
Well, I remember when you came to my show at the time, you were kind of in flux right there.
Yes.
It was you try to figure out what to do, how to get to that next level. But let's talk about this a little bit because I have so many people who tell me they want to get an album out or they want to, they're trying to make it to that big level. And they forget that there's more to it than just talent.
It is.
There's a whole business component there.
It is.
There's luck that's there.
Yes, and the business side of it is something that a lot of people seem to forget for sure. A lot of people think that we just bust on the scene because No 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 came out and
here
it was
comes the
so
millions,
great.
right?
But it took us 8 years to get a record deal.
Yeah.
So that's why I always tell people, just make sure you're passionate, and especially nowadays, it's harder, but it's easier.
Right. There's more opportunities, more avenues, but
yes,
it's harder.
The music industry is nothing like it was back when we were in the music industry.
And then came the other issue, was the big breakup.
Yes.
And there was, several stories have been told. I've gotten that story from Beyonce, I've gotten it from Kelly, gotten it from LaTavia. So your perspective on when that fell apart?
All of our issues, well, mine and LaTavia's issues was with management. It had nothing to do with us as a girls group.
You liked each other, yeah.
Yes, we loved each other. We were sisters. Sisters have sisterly spats or anything. We weren't fighting and pulling out hair and all that. That was never the case with us. It was never that.
I remember talking to Beyonce and her what she said basically, it was hurt.
It was devastating to even have to do it. The management was not trying to be fired. We were trying to add business management to management to protect everyone, and that was it. And so it was a decision to release us.
Yeah.
And so it is what it is. It's nothing that we can do about it.
Right. Well, what you can't take away is that you had, 8 times platinum on Writings on the Wall, earned Grammys, Soul Train Awards. That will never go away.
Absolutely.
All right. So at that point, we all went your separate ways.
Yes.
Where did you go?
I went to Atlanta, and in Atlanta, I started my life over again. We had to go through lawsuit and everything. I just started living my life. I was fine, but then I started being depressed.
Yeah.
Of course,
It's almost like a breakup of a family.
It's like a bad divorce.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so much everything being about the group, but I had a real life. My childhood started to come into play. The lack of my father being there all the time. Things were going on with my mother and I was molested by my stepfather and all that. So life started to take toll on me.
Well,
and
it's front and center now. You
Yes,
can't, with the
can't-
glitz and glamour, you can kind of get away from
Yes,
some
you
things,
can.
right? But then your true self is there that you have to deal with.
And you have your own 4 walls, and it's like, wow, I don't have my sisters anymore, because it's hard to make friends when you're out in that industry.
Right.
And it's just hard. So it was a rough time for me. I turned to substances to cope with pain.
Yes,
Yes, drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to numb all my pain from everything else. I didn't want to think about anything
Which is understandable.
else.
People will self-medicate.
Absolutely.
When was your breaking point of, I can't do that anymore? And because you can run from your true self, but your true self always meets you at the finish line, right?
I knew it for years and years and years and years, but really ending up in jail more than once will make you think some things, having to do some things. Like, I wrote everything in my book. I can't do too much, but
she's got a book,
I had to, I had to, I just had to deal with it and get to the root of why I was drinking so much. And it made sense. A lot of people again, they're like, you're not an alcoholic. They like, a lot of things, it's not what you're eating, it's what's eating you.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that, but it was great for me to see things. I got to put things into perspective.
Right.
And I'm still a work in progress. I wake up every day and put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, I think all of us are always a work in progress.
Yes.
And if we think that we've already completed everything,
oh my
then,
goodness.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Got another surprise coming
Yes.
there. All right, so the other thing you started to focus on is prioritizing motherhood.
Yes, yes, yes. I love being a mother. Motherhood is one of the, Tito!
Yeah.
My daughter is one of the best things that happened to me. I knew that life had to change. I had to get everything together, and my daughter has been the biggest blessing to me in my life. And unfortunately, I lost my second daughter last year, and my kids keep me going. Oh gosh, I gotta cry.
To lose a child is the worst thing that could ever happen to a parent.
And people don't understand. They try to tell you how to grieve, and there's no way.
Right. But what you went through before with the drugs and alcohol, you knew how to cope better.
Oh yes, 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 yes. No, not that.
And that's the whole thing.
Not that
it will
way.
teach you how to cope better
absolutely.
when life hits you hard.
Definitely.
All right. You took on a reality show.
Yes, I did.
The
R&B
Divas
Atlanta.
Yeah.
That was an interesting process. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That editing can be something else.
Oh yes, you can be. Yeah.
Who was that? When did I do that part of the show?
You can be the nicest girl in the world or the meanest girl in the world by the click of a button.
Yeah, it was interesting watching.
Yeah.
I just have to say that.
Any regrets doing a reality show like that? We've had several reality stars on the show, and every single one I've spoken to says, I signed up for it. I signed up for it with a vision of what I thought I was going to be doing, and then
there were no regrets. It gave me a platform, but I just know that I wish that things would have been portrayed in a different way. It didn't represent who I was to the fullest at all.
Right.
And there was too much for that to be the only thing that came out. So in that, I was disappointed. But the ladies, it was great to meet such, prominent ladies in the industry.
Well, you can share things that other people can't understand.
Definitely.
Right? Even
Yes.
the fame thing, the not fame thing, the
Yes.
issues, the struggles that you go through.
Yes.
You mentioned that you have the book, so tell us about the book.
Yes, my book, I Am LaTavia, it's a memoir, and it's about everything that happened. It's about my life, basically.
Right.
It'll be a 3-part series to this, I Am LaTavia. And
There's different phases to
yes.
your life and different phases of who you are,
yes.
right?
And the first one is about me after the breakup,
right.
and my childhood and things going me with the substance abuse and coming through that and everything I did to get through that. And it's really rewarding, and it was hard. It has been like
it's like a therapy
14
in a sense,
years.
right? To put it down on paper and look at it.
I started, and I had pen and paper. I didn't type it on a computer. And in the final process of editing, I got writer's block for like 4 years.
Yeah.
So I stopped, and then I finished it really quick. And the editing phase made me realize, I started reading it, and when I got to page 5, I'm like, wow, I wrote this? Girl, that's good.
And then does it become the movie?
So then, yes. Then I started crying, and then I had to put it away for like 2 weeks. I couldn't do it anymore. I had to put it away.
Yeah, because what happens when you write it down like that is all those bad parts are all together.
And then when you're
on
talking
the
so much
page.
about yourself, my
Yeah.
book is about me.
Yeah.
It's about me being transparent to people wondering what had happened to me for all those 10
Yeah.
years that I was under my rock. And I just think that I tell the good, the bad, and the ugly. When you hear rumors about yourself, you just want to clear up those things.
Right.
So my story and all the adversity that I've been through has made me who I am. I don't care what people think about me anymore. It hurts when people say bad things, but it's taken me a long time to get a peace of mind.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll tell you, we beat ourselves up
Yes,
more,
so-
especially when you're in the public eye. We'll beat ourselves up, and then look at what
Yes.
people say about us. It really doesn't matter. So what do you say about you?
Exactly.
So
Still hurts.
your news, because I remember I've gotten stuff too. I mean, it's crazy.
Yes. I'm sure.
I've been fatter than you all have wanted me to be many times.
my goodness.
And you let me know it. But anyway, okay.
I bleach my skin, so look, it's all kind of stuff. They
They said you did.
Oh, what?
Some crazy stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Best time of your life.
Yes, that is a promotional single that I just released. Thank you. I've always been the person that has not been that, ooh, get out and sing now. I've never been that person, but once EDM music started to take place, and there are different levels to EDM. I like the fist pumping, the happiness. I like being happy. I don't want to sing about my heartaches and my pain. I wrote that down in a book. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? But the best time of your life is like you have this one night. It's fist pumping. It's high energy, and it's like tonight. I don't care what you do. This one time that you got, have fun just like you like.
Right.
Be who you like, and have the best
And
time
who
of
you
your
wanna
life.
be, yeah.
And I think that it's so important, even if it's for one night, because tomorrow might not even be
experience it.
promised
Yeah,
to you.
that's right. You gotta
so I just
experience
think
it.
that it's great. And I heard Joyce Meyer say to do it afraid, and it's something that, with me being here for the Dare to Aspire conference, it's something that I love, because Dare to Aspire means so much with women coming together and being who you are. So I love that I did it afraid, and it took me 14 years. And it's been rewarding just to conquer a fear.
It is so good to see you again.
You as well.
And I'm so glad you came out of that dark cloud.
Thank you.
Because what you've done with it is you're using it to teach other people that they can come out of that dark cloud as well.
I do a lot of I do advocacy work a lot in Atlanta. I'm an ambassador for Saving Our Daughters, and I do a lot of public speaking for young ladies, because I definitely believe in that. In my lowest of lows, all I heard was to give back. So I get a lot of self,
It's a great form of
from
therapy.
that. Yes,
certainly
it
is.
is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
LaTavia's newest single titled Best Time of Your Life is now available for download and purchase. For more information, we have a link on greatdayhouston.com about her book as well. Up next, she's lived her life never accepting the word no. That attitude led her down a path to success she never expected. We'll show you what she did to get the attention of A-list celebrities and royalty after the break.